Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Melina got a new wig. I hope you like it. It's gorgeous. Is this not the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen? Look at how pretty Melina is. She looks amazing. You know what, guys? I know honestly money is not the biggest thing in the world, and even if you have like a little bit of it, which I do have enough that I could buy things like this. So it is nice. I mean, I don't have very much money at all. I'm really poor, actually. I'm really poor, but it is nice to do something and buy something nice. You know, I really like buying nice new things, and I know you guys are probably like, if you're my fan, you probably like to do. A lot of my fans probably have YouTube channels, and they want to do, all kinds of stuff, and go out there and just be creative and have fun. And you guys learn creativity from me, and you're inspired. And not everyone learns from me. Obviously, you're probably creative on your own, but you get inspired by me too, right? So it's really kind of nice to have that inspiration passed along and really share it with the world. And I really like buying new things. I really, really do. But I always see this as like I bought this a while ago. It just took a long time to ship, and I don't make any money, guys. I really don't make any money, but it is nice when I can finally afford new things. All right, guys. Gonna make the videos longer today, guys. I know for that. I know that for when I do shorter videos, it's not a big deal. They tend to put the commercials on later. It's not like a huge deal to have shorter videos. But I do find that I might as well make them longer. I did get a suggestion from a friend of mine, past friend of mine, like we've known each other for a long, long time. And so I did get a request, and that friend said, make your videos longer because on TikTok they can be short, but on YouTube they should be longer. So I'm going to make them longer. You guys want to see that? I always get requests, but I always like, well, I want to get a lot done, but really getting more in watch time is better than getting more done. Getting more done because really, or getting yeah. Why would you want to have like a million short videos on YouTube when people get frustrated. They have to change the video. They have to go to the next one all the time. It's just not a good scene, darlings. But anyway, I love doing longer videos. Uh, so of course, I'm still hard on myself. I'm like, why did I do as many videos? But because they're longer, darling. That's why, darling. Now, guys, in the next video, I'm going to talk about my voice audition. I was auditioning for The Voice, and I just want to say some thoughts about it because I really feel that I could have done. I thought I was going to get on the next stage. I really, really did. Now, well, I'll talk about it now, guys. So I was auditioning for The Voice, and I really hate this because every time I audition for things now, my camera on my computer sucks. Like it really is horrible. So I have to have an outside webcam to do videos. And now the thing is, when the camera on my computer goes on, then like it's an old computer, so it doesn't. But the camera doesn't work well, so then the camera's horrible. Like it's really bad. It's like a small circle, and everything else is faded. So I'm like, oh my god, like I can't perform like this. So when I audition, sometimes I have just that small circle, and then like because I don't know how to change the settings, I'm not sure how to change the settings, so it's really a big pain because I have to make sure the other camera's set up. But when I don't know how to set that other camera up, or they don't allow me to, then I have to record the way that it is. So when anybody sees any auditions that are done on the small camera, like it's like a tiny circle, the only thing that can fit in there is my face. So I just look like I have nothing, and I'm like poor, and I have no studio, which is fine. I mean, if you really are poor and have no studio, and you make the best of it. But I have a good studio. I mean, I work enough that I can make a good studio. So I have a good studio, but anyway, so I sent in 4 auditions, and I'm like, I don't even know which one they saw. I'm not sure which one they looked at. I'm not sure what they thought of it. I'm not sure if they even looked at any of them. I don't know if they looked at my YouTube channel, which is really, really good. I'm like, look at my YouTube channel. Like, that's where it's at. I don't know if I came across desperate because I was like, look at my YouTube channel, guys. Like, it's really, really good. And it's just like the thing I hate about those auditions, which is not a big deal. There's always other ones. You can get auditions later. It's not a huge deal. You survive. You try again. But the thing I don't like about those auditions is they're measuring. It's like a test, right? When people say they measure you on how you test rather than how you actually are, as a performer. So I really wish they would research my YouTube channel and say, hey, this person is like really, really good. I'm gonna whatever they do in the audition, I'm not gonna care about because I know they're super good. And so it's like a test. And what does it measure? It measures how good you do on tests, right? So it's just like, you're just like, oh my God, like I know I'm like a really good performer, but when I do auditions, I'm either nervous and like I wasn't so nervous this time. So I was like, hey, this is really good. I actually think I can make it. So I was like, this is gonna be my time to shine. And so I'm like, I thought for sure. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh no, like I didn't even get onto the second round. And I'm like, darn it, I really felt it was a good audition though, because I had two auditions that turned out really well, and the other two were on the faulty camera. So I'm like, oh no, like, did they see the faulty camera ones? Like, I don't know, I'm not sure. So I'm like, what did what did they see exactly? And they saw my good ones. Why didn't they see potential? But you have to let it go, and you have to say, they saw what they saw. They said what they said. You have to let it go. There's a huge amount of competition. Now, as far as it goes on The Voice, I don't even really watch The Voice because The Voice is very cheesy, and I don't find most of the singers to be very good. But I find, just to get my word out there, I wanted to do it. So I was like, I like American Idol better. I like X Factor better, but I'm like, I'll give it a chance. I would love to be on a show like this. It'll just rise me up in the rankings. So if you are out there and you see that I'm failing at these auditions, darlings, and you're like, I want to do a podcast, and if you're famous, please immediately do a podcast. If you think I'm really, really good, and you think I'm just so good that you're like, you want to get the word out, and you're like, I want this person to be discovered, please do so, guys. I really would like that because I really work hard and I'm so, so good. And the word doesn't get out fast enough when you just make videos and you're just like, how am I going to be seen? You want to be seen, guys. Anyway, click that subscribe. Bye now.